right. Good afternoon, everybody. Beta Beta 2 of 17.1 just got released, so we're going to be going ahead and installing that here on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and we're going to see if it fixes any of our issues that we've been having with overheating and stuff like that. Hopefully, some of our new ringtones came back. So we're going to go ahead and get the camera popped up here. And get all this set up here. Let me just, I'm just going to plug it in real quick just for the install. Alright, so 865.4 megabytes on my 15 Pro Max coming from 17.1 Beta 1. If I remember correctly, I think the first 17.1 beta was like 6 gigs, but like I said, it does the full install there, so. Right, let's see. I'll try to get this cable somewhat out of the way. But it doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Alright, so we're downloading the update now. Like I said, hopefully this brings back our new ringtones, because I was actually using one of the new ringtones, and then I updated to Beta 1 and they're gone. So a lot of people were saying that Beta 1 was actually an earlier build than the release candidate and the public release of iOS 17. So that's why some of that stuff was missing, was because it was actually made before that one. So we'll see. Apple did say they were working on a software update and working with app developers on trying to fix the overheating issues. I believe a lot of those issues were third-party apps, though, that were using a lot of resources for some unknown reason, causing issues. So I don't know if it's directly related to iOS or if it's just the third-party apps. So I don't really know who's going to have to fix that. If it's going to be something that they release in an iOS update, or if it's going to be something that is going to have to come in a form of like an app update for different apps. Because I did start having the issue after I updated to 17.1, but it was only with a few apps, and then randomly those apps stopped overheating. Normally it was like 3 or 4 minutes it would start dimming the screen down, about 80%, then about 50%. Whether my phone was charging or not didn't matter. But if I tried to charge my phone during that, it would pause because it was too hot. I did have it yesterday where I was using my MagSafe battery pack, and the phone, pretty soon after putting the MagSafe battery pack on, said that it was paused due to temperature, but it did not feel warm. It felt way hotter before it paused the first time, so I'm not too sure what was up with that. But definitely something going on there. Hopefully that is resolved here in the next, and well, hopefully this update. So we'll see. We'll check it out. We'll see if we got that new stuff back. Those new ringtones back, I mean, and then see if, see how the heating is. me see. I'm just going to check online here and see. So, double tap is now enabled in beta 2 of watchOS 10.1. So I'll take a look at that. I'll probably do a video on that. About 80% of the way there. Using the Pataka case today. It's kind of got a little greasy back there because I just had a corn dog, but pretty nice case. I'll have a video coming on that soon. Wipe it off. Very nice case, very thin fit case there. It makes the 15 Pro Max feel pretty nice. All right, ready for restart. Have to see how battery life is on this too. A lot of people are saying battery life's been so-so with the overheating issues and stuff like that. So hopefully the apps are going to get optimized here soon and fix all that. But I mean, it's a little bit warm. Nothing abnormal for charging and installing an update though. I've actually got my Fold 5 installing an update to, and it's not plugged in, and it's, you know, almost the same temperature, a little bit cooler, but not too bad. Waiting on it to restart here. The new ringtone, yes. I literally had my phone back on silent mode because I hated the other ones. Oh, I thought it was done. We'll have to see how this does. Let me check this article out real quick. Alright. We are back up and running. Let's take a look here. Let's see. Alright, so my first bug is fixed, and that is the home widget right there. Before it was showing like 3 lines of text on ones with longer names, and it was causing the icons to be like shifted up and cut off. So that has been fixed. It's now showing 2 lines. They're all even. So that is good. Now I did just notice that my screen just dimmed right there. So it still is kind of hot. I don't know why, because it doesn't feel super hot, but it's definitely still trying to throttle with screen brightness and stuff like that, which is weird because I never had that issue before on any other phones after like updates. But I'm gonna leave it here for a minute and just leave it on the home screen like this, and we'll see if it comes back up, because you'll be able to see when the brightness changes. But it just dropped down to about, I want to say probably about 80%, because I mean I have my brightness right there, maybe like 75%. I think it goes 75% and then like 50% when it's like throttling, but we'll see if it's going to come back up, because I'm not running any apps or anything like that or doing anything on it. But a couple minutes after it turned back on after the update, the screen just dimmed. So I'm gonna go into settings here and go to our sounds, turn that off. I think I was using that one. Okay, so there we go. Set the new ringtones back. Still dimmed a little bit. Let me see something. Let's see. Yeah, it's not limiting the charging. It's just the screen brightness has dimmed down. Don't know what is going on with that. But that's the only 2 things that I really notice. Everything else is oh, I think this option in standby is new. Oh, see, you just saw the brightness came back up. Turn display off never, automatically, or after 20 seconds for standby. So I'm pretty sure that is a new option. Now if you put it on never, it looks like you're forced to use night mode. 20 seconds you have the option, and then automatically you have the option as well as the motion to wake option. So on standby, it looks like there's a new option now for how often or how quickly the screen turns off. That's probably going to be only on the pros with the always on display. So if you have anything that does not have always on display, you probably won't see that option because the screen does not stay on all the time no matter what. You might be able to get automatic and then 20 seconds, but I don't think you'll have a never option. So there is that. We'll have to see long term how the temperature does. Like I said, after the update, it did dim the screen for a few minutes, but it came back up already. So we'll have to see once I play around with some apps and stuff like that, how that's going to be. But not too much to report. Like I said, they did fix the one bug I had right here. I'll actually take a look at feedback real quick and look at some of this stuff. It looks like we have beta 2 release notes already. Let me just take a look at those real quick. Yeah, it's just some known issues and workarounds. There's nothing really new talked about in there. So I had the one for the phone getting hot. That has more than 10 similar reports. So there's that one, which I think still pretty much kind of exists as of right now. There were a few reports on the home widget text uneven and not fitting on the widget I showed you guys, but that looks like it's fixed. And then the ringtone's missing. Turns out that was not a bug. That was just because it was an earlier build. So that is also fixed. And then I did leave a suggestion for adding double and triple tap to the action button for more functionality, just so you can use the button for more than one thing. However, I did set my action button up for opening a folder, a shortcuts folder, so I can have different apps and controls in there. Like I can have my always on display. So if I tap that, put the phone to sleep, as you can see the always on display is off. If I hit my action button here and wake it up, I can tap right there and turn the always on display back on. And it's kind of like quick toggles on a Samsung, where you don't have to unlock the phone, you don't have to go into settings to do anything. It's all just right there on the top using my action button. And then if the phone is unlocked, we can tap the action button here, and we can open an app like so. Now the cool thing about this is if you're using it for something else other than just like app shortcuts, it does stay on top of the screen when you're scrolling, so you can move around the screen and navigate without having to reopen it, and then you can just swipe it closed. So I'll show you guys in a video how to set that up with the action button and do that folder. It is limited to just the 8 options right now. I couldn't get any more than that. You can make more than that, but only 8 are going to show on like the folder shortcut right here. So you can have more than 8 and you can switch them around, or you can just assign different folders to the action button if you want to use more than that. I'm pretty sure there's probably some stuff you can do within shortcuts that's a little more advanced to have different folders open, based on what you're doing, based on times of day, based on focus modes, or what app you're in, or something like that. But I just did a simple setup for just some quick actions up there and stuff like that. So pretty cool. I'll be doing a video on that, like I said, within the next couple of days. I've got some more accessories got some new accessories to go over on videos, and then I'll do some tips and tricks and stuff like that. I did make a short about it, but it doesn't really show you guys how to do it. And yep, the new ringtones are back. I did switch mine back already. So new ringtones are back. Phone's still kind of warm, unfortunately. Like I said, it did dim the screen right after it restarted from the update, which, it's normal for it to get warm during the update, but I don't remember ever having issues with the screen dimming because of temperature after, right after an update. So I'm still going to say that's still somewhat of an issue. And I'm going to say it's, in iOS because I wasn't running any apps or anything like that. So, but yep, the new ringtones are back. Like I said, we do have new display options for not the focus mode, the standby mode right here. So it looks like we have some new options there for screen timeout. And then, like I said, new ringtones and text tones and stuff like that are back. So that's very nice because I was actually using my phone on silent because they got rid of those. And I just like the subtle, this one right here. Let me hold it up to the microphone. But just the little kind of like ding it has without, being too loud or long or obnoxious or anything like that. So pretty cool. I'm going to play around with it for a bit and I'll see what else is new, see how the temperature does, see how the battery life does, and then I do plan on doing a follow-up video within the next couple days. So probably have that up Thursday or Friday. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more in-depth follow-up this time, just because of the issues we've been having. So I really want to test it and everything like that. I've been using it as my daily driver since it came out. So we'll go over everything in 17.1 beta 2, and I'll talk about those issues once again to see if they are improving any, and if I get any app updates or anything that fix those as well. So I'm Colin with TechOut. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.